So first thing you're going to want to do is come over here to Rapid API. Now, you never want to expose this API key, but for this one, I'm going to swap it out after the video anyway. And if you just search Instagram, you're going to have all of these ones. You can get like a basic one where you get 100 requests, right? So that's enough to kind of just test out. So you can just choose that plan, subscribe there, and now you have your key. So the next part of this is we want to create an Airtable. Now, Airtable is going to be your front end interface on accessing this data, right? So on the back end, you're using Instagram and you're scraping Instagram, but all of that data, which is taken from Instagram, that needs to go somewhere now where you could visually see it and visually interact with it. More like a Google Sheet, something which you can interact with, add rows, add columns, all of that good stuff. And so all you're going to want to do is pretty much just create a new Airtable here. You can call this Instagram scraper, and we can just delete all of these here. And the ones that we're going to want is an attachment field, which is the profile picture. We're going to want a single, which is the full name. We're going to want a long text, which is the bio. We're going to want the link in bio. And we're going to want the followers. Okay, the followers is going to be a number field. Set this as a preset like that, and set the 1,000 separator. Okay, and that just looks like if you put 1,000 there, it becomes 1,000 like that, no decimals. So this is the format that we want, right? And then to start off with, we're going to put in our names. So we have My Cyrus the Rock and we have Zuck, okay? So we're going to jump over to our boy Claude Code now. He's going to be able to type out this entire script, do all the integrations, anything that you tell him. So make sure you have a subscription for that. Make sure you're bringing your API key from Rapid API, and make sure that you have your Airtable set up already. Let's go. So first thing, we're going to want to pull up our terminal. I keep all my stuff in a folder called Key on Dev. You can keep it wherever you want, but that's what I do, right? So then next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create a directory, call this YouTube demo, okay? Just like that. So now if I go to YouTube demo, now I'm inside YouTube demo, okay? Now that I'm inside YouTube demo, I'm going to go ahead and start Claude Code. We're just going to ask Claude, like, can you build me a Instagram scraper using Airtable and Rapid API? Once you share the Rapid API endpoint, I'll scaffold the scraper. While you got a few quick questions, hash it around Airtable stuff. Okay, so just like I said, we're going to come back here, grab this code snippet here, make sure it's JavaScript because we're building it in JavaScript. So you're going to paste all of that. So as you can see, it's just pumping away. I mean, this is this is really crazy stuff, guys. I can't believe that it's actually doing everything for you. I mean, I'm like, look, on no hands, you know. So now that you saw that actually build out the scraper for us, I'm going to go ahead and go into the actual file so you can see what it actually did and what you have to change for it to work. Okay, guys, so all I did was open up this folder here, which was the YouTube demo, which I first told it to actually start to create the script in. And as you can see, it started to make these files, right? Batch.js, scraper.js, usernames.txt, right? So then there's this other file called .env. So in this .env, that's where you have to put your keys. So real quick, let me show you how you can get your Airtable keys to make this thing work. Again, guys, for all of these keys, make sure you don't show anybody. I know I'm showing them for this tutorial, but I'm going to delete them as soon as this video is done. So you want to just click your name here and then go to this Builder Hub. And in this Builder Hub, you can go to Personal Access Tokens right there. After you create a token, just call it whatever you want. You just need read and write permissions. You don't have to put anything extra. And just like that, you can just put a single base, whichever one that you're working on. And when you create the token, it's going to create this. Now, you only have one chance to save this, so make sure you save this right now. Now, we're going to come back here. This is the one that we want to change, .env.local. This is just an example. Don't worry about that. That's the one I just made right now. I'm going to actually paste that in. Then we need the base ID and the table name. So the base ID is, if you open up this URL, it's going to be the one that says app. Copy that one there. Come back to your ID, paste that there. And you can actually grab this ID here. Is the one after the app. So this is the app, that's the base. And then this is the TBL, that's the table. So you can come back here, tell them the table ID is like that. And now instead of it looking for Instagram profiles, it's gonna look for this ID, which means that if the name changes, the ID always stays the same. So we'll go back here, we'll save that, Control S. And then let's just take a look at the script that I wrote. So if we open up the scraper.js, as you can see, it's pulling up all of that information there. It's doing the fetch here, and then it's mapping everything here. So As you can see, this is not the same structure that we put. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a screenshot of this. Just like that. And then we can come back to Claude Code, Control V that. So we send them the image. I can see that your Airtable has different column names. Let me update the field. So it's going to just match it. Guys, this is so easy. I'm telling you, like, if you just drop screenshots, it will just figure out anything. I mean, you don't even need to have, like a kid could do this pretty much. So just like that, guys, it actually just ran perfectly. So like I said, you can have this run on the cloud. The reason is because if you close your laptop or you're not there or whatever happens, you can still have your script running at all times. And you do that by putting it on the cloud so that your PC is not the thing running it, okay? Because if your PC falls asleep, runs out of battery, or you go somewhere and your PC is not running, then your script is not going to run. But if you put it on the cloud, then that cloud is running 24/7. No matter where you go, it's still going to be able to run. And you can even take it one step further and schedule it so it runs at the same time every day, regardless of what you do. That is the method. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. Now, you just want to open up railway.com here. And what you can do is, the preferred method is to do like a GitHub repo, but I'm not going to show you how to do that right now because it's pretty self-explanatory. But if you wanted to just make it go directly, you can come back to Claude here and say, can you deploy it directly to railway.com without GitHub repo? Use railway up. That's the command right there. Use that exact prompt. It should help. Use that exact prompt. It should do it for you, no problem. So again, always press yes. So as you can see, guys, it just deployed the project right here. I copied and pasted that same link, so I was able to open it up. So just like that, guys, it finished building. So we have the Instagram scraper here. It's got those variables that we put in that file. That was able to actually put it now inside the cloud as well. And the last thing you want to do is, if you want this to run at the same time, you have to just search cron like that, and then you have to add a schedule. So this is going to run on UTC. So if you just want to put daily, it will run at 12 a.m. UTC every day. Whatever time you want to put, you can just put it right here. If you don't know how to do that, just ask Claude. It will tell you how to do that. So that's all you guys got to do. And if you want to just run it manually, you can just run it manually like that. Now, as you can see, it's just deploying right now. That means it's deploying to the cloud. You can see the next run is going to be in 2 hours, but what I want to do is just run it myself manually, okay? And so now you can see that's running, and if we open up these logs here, you can see it's reading the usernames, found 3 accounts to scrape, and as you can see, it's going just like that. Not even on my computer, it's running for me 24/7. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, go ahead and book a call with me directly. You can find my booking link on my website. Just book a meeting with me. It'll be a quick 20-30 minute meeting. We'll get to know each other. It'll be great. Hoping to see you guys soon. Peace.